Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a great spring break and a nice Easter and have had a nice break off from some schoolwork. Back at it again with our virtual lessons. We're having a little bit of trouble with our internet today, so we're just going to record it and then send it to you guys that way. So today we're going to do a little bit with two horses. We're going to talk about ring etiquette all week, and we're going to be talking about how to distance yourself from other horses to stay safe. Piper is the horse that everybody always picks on. She doesn't live with other horses, so she kind of always gets picked on. So she's going to be our example of what it looks like if you have a non-dominant horse. And Gypsy is my mare, who we're going to ride today. She is the most dominant mare. So we're going to show you all week. We're going to work with different horses. Today it's Gypsy. Tomorrow will be Dolly, and Thursday will be Confetti. And we're going to talk about how the different horses react with Piper, who is the non-dominant, and see different variations of dominant horses, and how Kylie, the rider of a non-dominant horse, is going to keep herself safe in the ring. And then just talk about some ring etiquette. And etiquette, you know, means how to use your manners in the ring. When you're in the horse show ring, when you're in a practice ring, if you're just in ring and lessons. So to keep yourself safe, if you are riding the non-dominant horse or the dominant horse, we're going to talk about that. Okay. So we have figured out how to put you guys know how to put on the English saddle pretty well. Y'all got that girth, y'all understand the billets, it's good to go. So what if we were to switch it up a little bit and work here on this Western saddle? So Kylie's gonna ride Western today, and her girth looks a little bit different. Western, we call this the cinch, still the girth. And it looks a little different. It doesn't have the little straps like the English girth does. So let's come around to this side. With my girths and my cinches, I always take them all the way off my saddles. I don't like to leave them on the saddle because if you leave them on, it'll rot through your billet straps and it kind of messes your saddle up. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is you come on the off side and you're gonna find your latigo strap that has the buckles. And then you're gonna buckle. Just buckle it. That's all there is to that side. So this is the easy side. You kind of want to make sure it hangs down at their knee.
Like their armpit.
All right. Nope, down at their knee so that you know it's not too short. Okay, so now you're going to come to this side. Get your stirrup out of your way. This is your latigo. This is a long, it's called a latigo. Reach under, grab your girth. So the first step is your latigo goes through the top of the cinch there. Like that. And then you're going to take your end and you're going to go up through the top here, towards the back and down. So towards the back and down. Okay? And you don't have to pull it tight yet. So then we're going to act like we're going to do it again. We're going to go through the back part. So this is the front. Wouldn't want to go this way. It'll be the wrong way. Make sure you're not crooked. Go through the back. Like that. Okay, and then shimmy up a little bit. Now, we've gone through twice. Now we're going to pretend like we're going to go again. So through the back and out the side, come towards the horse's head. Shimmy up a little bit. All right, now here's where we're going to tie it. Now we're going to go around and then through the back and then up through the middle. And then that goes down here. It makes a little slip knot, right? Just like that. That would be like tying a tie. And then to tighten this, you just pull here and then shimmy out your knot again, just like that. Okay, it's in her armpit. This side doesn't buckle. It has a buckle. Some people buckle it. I don't. I like to tie it. It makes it a little bit sturdier. All right, let's go over the bridle again for Gypsy. Y'all know the steps by now. Let's just take a look at it. All right, so first I need to be on the left side. So we know the steps. Reins over the head. Halter off the horse.
Gypsy thinks we're crazy.
Halter on your shoulder. Arm around the nose. That's the one that holds the bridle, is the arm around the nose. I've got her kind of on my shoulder. Hand flat, where there's no teeth. You push, in goes the bit, through the ears. Little thing. All right, and then you're gonna do the noseband and the bridle, the throat latch. Remember, they go under the cheek piece.
And by the way, Lainey says hi, everyone.
Kylie.
We're still paying attention.
And the throat latch. Remember, that one's 3 fingers away. Y'all done really good with the bridle and the English girth. All right, John McClain, if you will take over, please. All right, Kylie's gonna check her girth. We're gonna go ahead and mount up. Y'all know all the steps to mount up. I pulled my stirrups down.
If you're Western, you don't have to do that.
Pulled my stirrups down. I've got my reins. Put my foot in the stirrup. I'm getting on by myself so I can bounce as many times as I need to. And that was bad manners. Gypsy sometimes has a tendency to want to walk away. That's bad manners. You don't want to let them do that. If they go to walk, you're getting on. That's why you've got those reins, so you can tell them to whoa. And then you just make them stand here for a second. We don't, yep, see, she likes to just move. We don't want to let them have bad manners. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to keep yourself safe if you were on a non-dominant horse. So like we said, Piper is non-dominant. Gypsy is very dominant. She's what we would call our alpha mare. She's in charge of our pasture. So she controls everything that happens around her, and she thinks she controls Piper too. So we want to think about horses talk with their body language. Their biggest way that they speak to each other is body language, not by neighing, not by talking with verbal like we talk. They talk with body language. So right now, Gypsy's body language is saying, why are you talking so loud? She's listening to me. Normally when I get on her, I'm not giving a lesson. So she's got her ears back looking at me like, what's going on? She's listening to Lainey making noise. She's watching Elvis here on the ground. And she's also kind of giving Piper, just making sure she knows where she is. So her ears are swiveling all around and watching that. All right, turn and look at Piper. Piper, on the other hand, is very non-dominant. She could care less. She knows that Kylie is going to be the one to take care of her, and then if Kylie doesn't take care of her, Gypsy will take care of her. So her ears are forward. She's yawning. She's half asleep. She could care less. She is very non-dominant.
She just wants to go.
Her body language says, whatever, I don't care. All right, so let's look back at Gypsy. Gypsy again, though, is ready to go. I'm moving around a little bit, and she's like, "Oop, do you want me to walk? What do you want me to do?" Her ears are up. She's got them back. She's looking at me. So we're going to talk about how can Kylie keep herself safe from a horse like Gypsy, who, when I first got Gypsy, was a big kicker. So her, and she still sometimes will get you if you don't watch it. She doesn't like horses to come right up in her business, and that's because horses are herd animals. Horses are herd animals, which means that they all live together in a group. And when you all live together in a group, somebody's got to be the leader. And so if Gypsy's the leader, her thing is, don't come up behind me. I can't see who you are. You might be a predator. You need to stay your distance and be respectful. Use your manners. And then if you don't use your manners and you're not respectful, she's going to give you a warning. And if that doesn't work, she's then going to give you a punishment. So Gypsy's little warnings, y'all have heard them kind of do that little whoa, and they make that noise, and they throw their legs, and they stomp their feet, and they kind of make a noise. They haven't kicked anybody yet, but that's their warning. Gypsy warns, and Dolly warns. Now horses like Confetti and horses like Bootsy, who really we haven't worked with them as much, they don't warn, they punish immediately. So their reaction is to react instead of to kind of, these horses have learned people and learned that we want them to give a warning. Other horses like that just react immediately. So if you're out in a horse show or you're out in an arena, you might not know what horse you're going to come up to. So we're going to look at how Kylie can protect herself from Gypsy. So Kylie knows that Piper is slower than Gypsy. So she's okay just to walk. See how much further behind me she is? She's okay just to walk. Let's make a little circle right here so Mama can see. So now we're in a circle. And it's still, Kylie's okay just to walk. Piper's See how much further she is behind me? She's about 2 horses away from me, which is exactly what we want. Good ground manners say. Good manners say that she should keep her horse away from mine. We still have to do the same circle, but she's about 2 to 3 horse lengths behind me. And that's easy for her because her horse is slower than mine. But what if we whoa, and reverse? Now Gypsy's going to be following Piper. And finally reverse. Okay, so now we're going to walk. Okay, so Piper is walking at her normal speed. Now Gypsy is a lot faster again than Piper, so we're probably going to catch her. So now I am too close. Now I know Piper's not keep going in circle. I know Piper's not going to kick me, but this is too close. And if I just let Gypsy walk, and I'm not really giving her too much, just go in a circle, this is exactly where she's going to go because she doesn't know what else to do. She's too much faster than Piper. So if I just let her go, she's going to go right here in Piper's butt, and this is bad manners. Now, Piper's trying to stop. So poor Piper's like, just go around. So if I have some options here, we're going to talk about some of my options of what I could do. Alright, I'm on Gypsy. I'm behind Piper. I'm a lot faster. I know it. I see I'm going to catch her. I'm going to catch her. Now, I can pass Piper because I know I'm that much faster. Let's look at the right way to do it first. So, I'm going to turn my horse to the inside. I am still 3 horses away from Piper. Very far away. And now I'm going to look. I got plenty of room, and I'm back on the rail. Now, we're in a better spot. I'm a lot faster than Piper, so she's just going to walk around. She's good to go. And now I'm faster again. I'm going to catch up. So I see, I'm going to catch her again. I want to pass her, but look at the wrong way to pass. So I'm going to pass her. I'm too close. Already, that's wrong. And then, okay, I passed you. But what have I put Piper in danger of here? Piper is in danger. I put my butt right on Piper. So I kept myself safe, but I put Kylie in danger. Oh, look at the warning. See, we're too close. I put Kylie in danger because I put my butt on her horse. I didn't look. I did not look. I went ahead and turned, and I passed her way too close. So keep walking, Kylie, and we're going to pass you again. If I want to pass, all right, I see I'm too fast. If I want to pass her, I come way over. There's something in the way here. Way over to pass. Now I'm going to look. Before I get back on the rail, I'm going to look. Is there room? Am I going to touch her? Nope, there's plenty of room. Back on the rail. So now we're good again. I did not get too close to Piper. All right, let's look at the wrong way one more time. I'm going to catch up to Piper. I'm a lot faster, so I know I'm going to catch her. Okay, so I'm going to pass her too close. This is too close. And then look, I'm cutting her off. Now Kylie's in danger again. Here's my butt. And look, Piper's like, ooh, just walks away. So that was wrong. If you're going to pass a horse, if you're going to pass, you need plenty of room between you and the horse. Can't touch Kylie, I'm way far away. And then I'm going to look over my shoulder before I get back over. Oh, still plenty of room. I'm not going to put my butt in her face. We're good to go. So now I'm safe and Kylie's safe because it's my job to protect other people from me and my horse. I want to be safe from her horse, but I also want to protect people from my horse. All right, another way that you could find your own spot. I'm going to catch up to Kylie. She's going nice and slow. think that I might get too close if I pass. So I can make a circle. I'm gonna look where I'm going. Kylie stays where she's going. Now I've made a circle. Now, we are the right distance away from each other. All I did was make a little circle. Now let's say I catch back up to her. I'm gonna get too close. I don't wanna pass her because I'm afraid I can't do it right. So I'm gonna make a circle. I'm gonna look, there's nobody behind me. Let's go over here. Made a circle. Now, again, we are nice and far away from each other. Those circles work. I might have to do circles like that 4, 5, 6 times if I don't feel comfortable passing. Sometimes you may not want to pass because there's a horse in front of Piper that you don't want to get close to. That's fine. Sometimes you may not want to circle because there's a horse behind you. That's fine. You just have to use your judgment. All right, and the last thing that I could do to get away from Piper, I'm too close, I'm going to cut across the arena. So I'm just going to turn, cut my circle in half, and go back on the rail. So now we're on opposite ends of the circle. This is a really good one because now we're way far away from each other. I didn't have to think about, am I going to hit somebody behind me? I didn't have to think, am I going to hit somebody in front of her? I just went straight across the arena. Watch it one more time. All right, I'm too close. I'm going to look, nobody's there. Cut my circle in half. Then I'm going to look, I'm still good. Go back on the circle. So now we're way far apart. We're all safe. I'm safe, she's safe. That's the point. I don't want to just keep me safe. I got to think about keeping Kylie safe too. It's my job as a rider. It's Kylie's job as a rider too. She has to keep her and Piper safe, but she also has to think about how to keep me and Gypsy safe too. She wants to use her good manners to keep us safe. All right, so tomorrow, Wednesday, we're going to talk about what it would look like on a different horse. I want you to see what another horse's reaction might be if your horse gets too close. So you've got the 3 ways that you can cut across your diagonal, you can cut across your circle, you can make a little circle behind, or you can pass with enough room that you don't run into your horse in front of you. It's very important that when we're riding, we don't just let our horse just go. These horses will get on these circles and just walk circles forever, but they also don't think about using their social distancing and using their manners. They'll just run up behind the other horses. So we have to steer and we have to pay attention to what our horses are doing, especially if we know we're riding a dominant horse or a non-dominant. We need to be thinking about it. All right, so our question for today is going to be, how do horses communicate together? What is the #1 way that horses communicate between each other? So that's going to be your question. Think about what pony you're going to play for to get their special treat. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow.